I did it! Hey everybody, check out level 50. Look at my obsidian armor. Oh yeah, I finally did it. But now I'm kind of sad because there's nothing left for me to do in the game except just stand around. What am I supposed to do now? So I made a video of me just standing around. And here it is. But it's not going to be boring because I'm going to throw in some random stuff that didn't really fit in other videos. So let's get started. Here we are at the portal. Oh, look over there. Look at that bird. Look, he doesn't want to land. See it in the left? Over to the left? Where is it? Look, let's go. We can't. We're running out of time. Darn it. Okay, so there's nothing left for me to do. There's no reason to do the quests or get the points or anything except just stand around. So I made a video of just standing around different places. Did you know you could get in here? See this? Not that. I don't mean the top. I mean in here. Watch this. Look, you think I can fit in there? Let's try. Can we get in there? Will my head fit? We did it. So I'm standing on the gold rings, not on the very tippy top. I'm between the two rings. I'm going to look down in a minute and show you what's down there. See? There's the floor and stuff. Anyway, I was watching From the Ashes yesterday, I think, and they were talking about squads and duos, and they almost figured it out, but they didn't. Trojack came the closest to figuring it out, but he missed it. So let me explain what squads and duos are. Can I stand in here? I wonder if this is a good place to hide. Maybe if I had that pumpkin spice armor on. Anyway, you guys know that squads and duos, sometimes they're up and sometimes they're down. One day they're up, one day they're down. And it's like, what's going on with the squads and duos? Why don't you just fix it? The reason is, it's because squads and duos are part of a bigger picture. It's not a little thing for Apocalypse, it's the big thing for the MMO. So let me explain. In the programming, there needs to be some way to track players and figure out who's who, like who's playing on whose team. Right now, it's tracking me. I'm playing in solo mode. But if I were playing in duo mode, it would have to know the difference between me and my friend and track us and our points as a team. Look, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Did you know I landed here by accident on my bird? I didn't know I could land up here. I didn't know I could stand up here. Anyway, when you scale up solo, it becomes 2 players. You're tracking 2 players as a team. When you scale up duos, it becomes 4 players as a squad. It's just tracking that you're scaling it up. When you do castle mode, you're tracking 50 people on the castle team and 50 people on the attacking team. When you do guilds, you're tracking 100 people in one guild and 100 people in the other guild. When you do nodes, you're tracking all the people from one node versus the people in the other node. So squads and duos is not a tiny thing, it's a huge thing. You're looking at a huge chunk of the programming that will be in the MMO. Here's like a random pedestal. Let's try and get up there if I don't run out of life. So that's why squads and duos isn't working. It's not a simple thing, it's a huge thing. But it's also a good thing. When you see that squads and duos are up constantly all week long, that means they fixed it, and now they're just looking to take the bugs out of it. And once it's been up, consistently for about 3 weeks, we're very close to Castle Siege mode. Because what is Castle Siege mode except a giant game of squad versus squad? 50 people on the castle team versus 50 people on the attacking team. So squads and duos is really the programming that tracks who is on which team, and it assigns the points to the correct team. So that's why it's not an easy thing to fix. On the bright side, like I said, when you see that it's up consistently for about 3 weeks, you know we're very close to Castle Siege mode. Castle Siege mode, they have the breaking of the buildings, that's already done. They have the weapons and the effects and stuff, those are done. They just need a little fine-tuning here and there. The breaking needs a little fine-tuning maybe. And what else is there to Castle Siege? You break the castle, you have the weapons, you track the people to see which team they're on, and that's Castle Siege mode. You see? Once you have those 3 things working, it's just another step to Horde mode. All you have to do is add the monsters to Horde mode. In Horde mode, you have the breaking, you have the tracking of players, you have the weapons that are working, and the hitboxes and everything tuned in. And all you have to do is create monsters. Once Horde mode is done, all you need to do is add dungeons and caves and stuff. Put the monsters in there. We already have treasure chests, we have weapons, we have player tracking. We have everything we need to go into the MMO. So squads may look like a small thing. Why can't they fix squads in Apocalypse? But it's really a huge thing. Did you know you could stand on the side of the spire? Like this? Like, oh, let's go somewhere else now. I wasn't watching the video. Also, did you know you could stand on the horse? What? Yeah. You can't ride it that way, but you can stand on top of it. Let's see if we can get on it here. If I don't, which side is it on? Where's the horse at? No, not the treasure. Leave that alone. Oh, that was for a quest, I think, or something. There's the horse. Yeah, the weekly quest is open 3 treasure chests. That's why I did that. But I don't need the weekly quest anymore. And also, I was watching From the Ashes, and Crojack said you can't get the pumpkin armor without paying for it. That's not true. I did not pay a dime, and I got it. All you have to do is hunker down and play every day, and you can get it. So today is the 19th. You still have... Oh, got a message. Today is the 19th. You still have, what, 12 days? So if you're on level 38, you can still get it. Just go up 1 level a day. That's not too hard. Here I am standing on top of the horse. But you can't ride it that way. I wish you could. That would be cool. You could be like one of those horse riders that rides standing up. It's not hurting the horse. Oh, he didn't like that. Let's go see what else we can stand on, because I have another interesting theory that didn't really fit in any other videos. I call it the theory of rocks. Okay, so in my last video, I showed you this big red rock. Can we stand on top of it? Yes, we can. But then I also noticed that the purple rocks, nobody cares about them. The red rocks have platforms around them, and the blue rocks are nowhere to be seen. The blue rocks aren't found in nature, they're found in cities and buildings. They're used as lighting sources and chandeliers and things like that. So that gave me an idea for a theory of rocks. What if the blue mana stones are fragile, and when they fall from the sky, they hit the earth and they shatter into many pieces, and then all the people run and go grab up the shards and stuff and take them home to their nodes? That's why you don't find them in the environment. You find them in different buildings. So imagine that there's a Vec astrologer tracking the stars, and she says a big blue mana stone is going to fall at these coordinates. We all run there and pick up the shards. Maybe we fight over them. Maybe we don't. We all grab shards and take them back to our nodes, to our houses, to our guilds, and then they don't appear on the landscape like the purple and the red ones. The red ones are very hard and very big. So instead of taking those rocks home, we fight for control of them. And whoever wins the battle builds a platform around it and starts to mine it. And you constantly have to fight for control of the red ones. That's why they have platforms. Now the purple ones, nobody uses the purple ones. And that's why nobody's fighting for them or building platforms around them or anything. But later on in the game, when somebody achieves Master Blacksmith level or Master Forge level, they will be able to do something with the purple ones. And at that point, we will start trying to get the purple stones. You see? That's my theory of rocks. Let's see if I can get on top of this thing. Can I get way up there? Let me back up a little bit. And then the liquid, gas, and plasma forms of rocks, crystal forms of rocks, that's just the different ways that we process the rocks once we have them. Which leads me to wonder, are we actually fighting for the rocks? Because this planet has been corrupt for 700 years. What happened to the corruption? Are we still corrupt? Are we fighting for control of the rocks because we're evil? Or do we just share the rocks peacefully? Because the blue rocks are everywhere. They're in the Elysian buildings. They're in the wooden cabins, the stone cabins. I haven't seen them in the, like those weird looking village things. Excuse me, I have to cough, but I'm trying not to. But the blue ones seem to be distributed all over the place, which means we just go and pick them up. But do we pick it up nicely, or do we fight with other people for possession of the blue ones? Same with the red ones. Maybe all the platforms around the red ones are the same because those people that built the platforms are the only ones who know how to process them. Look at the tiny people way down there. Look how small they are. They look like specks. I wouldn't even see them except they're running around. I wonder if they can see me up here. I probably look like a speck to them, too. I could probably win the game if I just stand up here. Nobody will ever see me up here. Look how tiny they are. I probably look that tiny to them, too. Hope the corruption doesn't chase me out of here. Speaking of corruption, here it comes. Now, speaking of corruption, the planet has been corrupt for 700 years? Or did they defeat the corruption, the people that stayed behind? Are we bringing the corruption back with us? Or did we flee the corruption and then we're all nice and stuff? And then we come back to the planet and we try to get everyone to share and live sustainably and vote for universal income and things like that and be all peaceful. Are we supposed to fight in this game, or are we supposed to bring peace to the world? If we fled the corruption, that means we are not corrupt. But does it mean that the people that stayed on the planet are corrupt? Yes, right? Because we're fighting the monsters, so the monsters are corrupt. But then, did the monsters build this beautiful Empyrean building. I keep saying Elysian instead of Empyrean. It's Empyrean. It's built by the Pyri. Anyway, so did corrupt monsters build this beautiful building that we're looking at? Did the Tomlar build this beautiful building? No, because it's different architecture. So, can you still think clearly when you're corrupt? Can you still invent stuff like architecture? What is the corruption? Is it just greed or selfishness? Or is it a physical thing? What is it? What the heck is corruption? Now I'm confused. Let's stand on top of this mushroom here. I think this mushroom should have like a spongy feel to it instead of a hard feel. I should have coughed, but I didn't. Here's another place you may not know that you can stand. I don't know if you've discovered this yet. I don't mean on this fence that I always get stuck on. I mean in here. Like actually in here. Did you know this was here? It's an attic. Look, it's an attic. See? Boxes, bookcases. Look at the bookcase, it's on its side. So it was designed like this. Notice there's no stairs or any way to get up in here. So it's an attic without any way to get up in it. It's like a hidden attic. You could stand in here. This is a good place to hide too. For some reason, nobody ever jumps in here to beat me up. I don't know why. I guess they see the hole in the roof and they think it's a glitch or something. They don't realize that there's a guy in there running around. Here's some books. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, the corruption. That's right. So now I'm totally confused on how corruption works. Does it make you evil but still alert enough to do architecture and have a library and write books and stuff? What the heck is corruption? Is it just greed and selfishness? Is it capitalism? What is it? And since we don't have any, are we supposed to be all sweet and nice and not fight with anyone when we get back? I don't know. Well, this is my weird standing around video, just talking about random stuff with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I gotta go edit this now and maybe play the game a little bit. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget to subscribe like I just did.